Okay. Hi, very good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone for joining this session. I do understand for it's around 4 o'clock Malaysia time right now. And thank you for attending this University of East London agent training. Now I have here Mr. Preston, who is the regional manager for the Southeast Asia branch. He who actually came, is now conducting this webinar all the way from UK. Is that right, Preston?
Yes, hello everyone. Sorry, I cannot see you because my laptop right now is on the presentation mode. So my name is Preston, and I'm the regional manager for UK International East Asia, Southeast Asia, and for University of East London, and I'm based in the UK. So I truly appreciate that Timothy organize these agent trainings for University of East London and give me the chances to introduce you these very niche products for your students. And once again, your time and support means a lot to us. So today, if you got any questions during my presentation, please just raise your hand or just type your question in the QA sessions. Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, Preston, you may proceed with the presentation. Let's learn more about University of East London today.
Brilliant. As you may see, like it's a little bit weird for me to see the screen, okay, because the camera is actually about me, but my laptop is downside, so I have to steer the screen. But if you, as I mentioned about, if you do have any questions, please just open your mic or raise your hand or just simply type it in the QA sessions, and I will answer that after the presentation. So who we are. We are University of East London. And before we begin this presentation, I want to show you a fabulous video that can give you a very brief idea of University East London.
Since 1898, we've been at the very heart of East London. 125 years of breaking away from the tradition to embrace fresh perspectives. 125 years of educating our local community and working with industry. 125 years of resilience, progress, and boundless possibilities. Our resilience has been tested along the way. In 1898, our building burned down. We rose from the ashes of that devastating fire like a phoenix. We emerged stronger, our ambition more powerful than before. We became the People's University. Over the decades, we stood tall amidst the trials of history. Our campus served as a military base during World War II, housed Team USA during the 2012 Olympics, and our people fought against a global pandemic. Join us as we honor our past, embrace our present, and pioneer our future. Today, we stand at the forefront of career-focused education. We're not just preparing students for the jobs of the future, we're shaping the future itself. We're committed to collaboration, creating strong connections with industry leaders, so we're shaping the ever-evolving world of work. We're improving healthcare in our community. Our top-notch training facilities and groundbreaking approaches are changing the game in how we take care of each other. Sustainability is our compass. We are fully committed to reducing our carbon footprint and promoting environmental responsibility both locally and globally. Inclusion is the heartbeat of our community. With over 150 nationalities represented, we celebrate the rich tapestry of diversity, ensuring every voice is heard. Let's use our passion, courage, and creativity to write the next 125 years of our history. The University of East London.
Wonderful. Okay, let me just make it to the next page. Sorry, I cannot find my... It's here. Yeah, so by the end of this video, it's mentioned about let's use our passion, creativity to generate another 125 years history. But I also believe that's also very important for us to use the connections that we have in with other industry partners, which are everyone joining here today to create another 100 to 125 years history. So from this video, let's put a definition of University of London. It's a public university with over 125 years histories in East London, okay? And as public universities, it's highly recognized in the UK because the role or like the purpose of the establishment of this university in the very beginning was to develop East London, its economy, its employability, as well as the educations, because historically East London is kind of like underdeveloped. So the university itself in the UK are highly recognized, not only in the industry, but also to the general people. As you can see, like at 125th anniversary this year in May, we have King Charles to join our school to celebrate this big day with every of the stuff at university. And I'm very proud of to say like not many university in the UK having King to join their anniversary. So that's a big, recognized to the efforts and the things for the university. As at UEL, some of you I understand from like a very mature market today, for example, Thailand, and students are many focus on ranking, but UEL is not much research focused. Rather, we are very career focused university, which I'm going to cover more details, how we guarantee students a job or how we enhance their employability while they study with us is all they upon their graduation. However, our student certification is very high, and also we rank the top 20 this year, including from the student certification survey in the UK. As a public university, also we call ourselves a comprehensive university. It means we pretty much provide all subjects that your student might be interested. So like the popular one for business, engineering, computer science, all these kind of like very niche subject like dancing, drama, music, design, humanities, and physiotherapy, psychology. And also, it's very easy for you to understand what subjects that UEL doesn't have, which is medicine. We do not have medical school, okay? We do not have medical school, but we provide medicine-related subjects, for example, adult nursing, physiotherapy, biomedical science, and extra. In total, we have 3 campuses. All campuses are based in East London areas. Okay, so the difference between campuses to campuses are faculties. Okay, Dockland campus is our main campus. This is engineering school, fashion design school, social media, and part of and sports science, and parts of the undergraduate and postgraduate programs are delivered at Dockland campus, and also myself is based in Dockland campus. And another campus is Stratford campus, which is the oldest campus at University of London, and it's the very first campus of University of London. But right now it's for psychology, education, and nursing, pharmacy. They're based in this campus. And the campus on the left corner, this blue beautiful building, USS campus. This is for law and business school. Those 2 schools are based in USS campus. However, all 3 campuses are connected by free shuttle bus. So your student don't need to worry about which campus you're going to leave. We provide free shuttle bus to students to be connected into 3 campuses every 15 minutes. So it also can save them a loads of money on transportation. But now I want to also show you a video talking about the facilities.
Welcome to the University of East London. I want to tell you about our Connected Campus programme, a multi-million-pound investment into all of our 3 campuses to transform them into world-class leading facilities. Well, a Connected Campus programme is a term that we've given to really transform the sort of physical environment that students and staff will actually engage in all of our campuses. Well, let's start with Stratford. The most significant change on this site is actually the hospital and primary care unit.
So we've established a simulation environment where they come here, learn, and by the time they see a patient, they actually have experience and they feel a lot more confident with that patient scenario. We're the first university in Europe to have a mannequin called the Lardell Simman 3G+, which is leading technology and has the ability to ventilate, sweat, cry, talk, everything you need it to. We have augmented reality, we have virtual reality, and we use virtual reality for placements, and that means our students can learn on the advanced technology of the future.
Most of my lectures are in this room, and the way they set up the beds and everything is similar to how it is in a hospital. You can tell they've really put thought into it about what students need to learn. Everything we learn here is what we're going to need in the hospital as well. So we're definitely going to be more prepared.
At USS, we changed by bringing a strategy lab, trading floor, a new courtroom.
We recreate cases, we have multi-competitions, and it's as realistic as possible.
It's the whole atmosphere of a courtroom. You get to see the professional part of it. You get to see what it looks like in real life.
There's been a large investment into documents, particularly into the teaching facilities. And I draw out from that the flight simulator, but also draw out the incredible changes within the architecture school in the way that the entrance and the display areas will be altered, but also choose from there the creative industry investments.
The facilities are definitely a key part of students to have access to industry level cameras as well as editing suites. When you have an abundance of technology and a choice for students to choose from in terms of the resources available to them, it makes learning a very exciting place.
Phase one consisted of both investments into teaching facilities, but also into the environment, creating hearts for the campuses, magnificent changes in the outside environment, seating, the opportunities to talk, to meet, interact with people.
In terms of the facilities, definitely a recognisable change. Different areas where a student can find themselves relaxing or just, some studying time as well. And from a staff member's perspective, if you've had a busy day, I think the facilities, they make you feel so relaxed.
Well, phase two will see further enhancements to our teaching facilities. It's absolutely essential that we continue the process of reinvigorating, modernising, and creating those world-class facilities that are going to be of the direct benefit of students, so they can learn and thrive, go on to their future careers in an ever-increasingly changing and challenging world.
Amazing. So that was the selling points one. What's going to be the selling points one? Because I understand like most of you are very experienced counselors, so I don't want to just kind of cover too much about school university culture, because I think it was a very brief introduction already. Oh wait, what is coming to this way? Okay. Timothy, can you still see this is like full screen?
I can see it, but it's definitely not full screen because I can see what's on the next slide.
Oh yeah, it's try that again. Sorry, I'm just apologize for that. Okay, great.
Yep, now it's full screen already.
Something wrong with my laptop today. It's very, very slow.
Our apologies, everyone. Do bear with us.
It's not going to be having more issues. All right, so
not full screen. Oh. Okay.
Selling points one from these videos. It's imagine everybody study abroad, no matter it's going to be like United States or Canada or Australia or UK, would be a cheap choice, as the family and the students would be spending loads of money on traveling abroad. So they simply sometimes is not only just want to get a degree from the university, am I right? But they also want to have a proper study abroad experience. At the same time, study abroad experience makes by so many factors, but campus environment is one of the things students really care about. And most of the universities in London, either they only just got the branch campuses over here, or they just if they got like a branch campuses in London, they normally just rent a floor in one building, and the students won't have like a proper experience. They're feeling more like going to the office. And at UEL, for all our 3 campuses, we're very proud that we provide students a full and all-round campus environment where they will make friends, they will join societies, as well as they can enjoy all kind of facilities that were provided on site. And so selling points 1, if you have students interested in the UK and which city is the best in the UK, that's no doubt gonna be London, right? So you can suggest them University of London. And this is the map to see how convenient and where we actually located. So all our 3 campuses are located in East London areas. And East London is what we call New London at the moment, which I'm going to cover more information about it. So if your students studying Dockland campus, for example, they choose to study engineering, architecture, and sports-related programs, they will be based in this campus. Outside of the university, there is a tube station called Cyprus. So from Cyprus tube station to anywhere central London, for example, Liverpool Street, London Bridge, or Tottenham Court Road, which is close to Chinatown, are all within 30 minutes. 30 minutes. But if your students are studying business or law related programs, they will be studying USS campus. And from USS campus, it's 5 minutes walk to Stratford International Station. So Stratford International is a transportation hub. It has 3 tube lines over there. So Central Line, Jubilee, Elizabeth, and also DOR and train station are all on the same site. And if the student take any transportation from Stratford to London Bridge, Liverpool Street, Chinatown, are all within 20 minutes. What does that mean? That means your students are living and study in central London, but they don't have to pay crazy rent if they have to live in anywhere central, but they are still in London. Sometimes we have the trainings from some of my competitors in the market, for example, Greenwich, for example, Middlesex, for example, Brunel. They all call themselves a London university. But however, trust me, the transportation-wise, we are winning so easily. We are winning too much. For Middlesex, Brunel, Middlesex is still in London, but it's far north in London, and it has to take bus and then go taking the tube. And it's gonna be very end of the Lawson line. Brunel is not in London. Brunel is outside of London, but it got like tube station to reach. And Greenwich, yes, it's in London, but it's only got DOR outside, and that DOR is very far end. And unlike us, from DOR, it's easy for us to change to anywhere central London. So that's the selling points too. If your student want to study in London, they don't want to pay crazy rent in central London, but at the same time, they want to have a very easygoing transportation. East London is also a very good choice for them. So this is the East London community. Why I'm talking about East London is a new London for us. East London is the richest area in the UK or possibly in the Europe. So in East London areas, we have Canary Wharf, we have Bank, we have Liverpool Street. These 3 areas are all in East London. And those 3 areas are the financial, technology, center for the Europe or even to the UK. So what does that mean? It means any big companies in your mind that you can name, they have their either office or their head office are in East London. What does that mean? It means no matter where your students study in the UK, as far as they want to find a job, in the end, they will be in East London. They all will come to in East London. And that means students, when they study at UEL, they have more opportunities to find a job or internship in East London, no matter they study computer science, engineering, or finance or business, because they are studying in the business, engineering, fintech centers in the UK or in the East London. And East London is also the political center now, because the mayor office, London Mayor office, is moving to East London to the Excel. So from Excel to Dockland is only 15 minutes. Is only 15 minutes. So that's why we're talking about East London is New London, and why your students should come to study in this area in East London. And from the video, it might not be like give you a proper idea how big we are. So from this area to all this area is our Dockland campus, and our Stratford campus is this size. And it's pretty much the same as our USS campus, are also this size. So we provide students a proper university and campus environment. So in each of the campuses, they will have libraries, career center, canteen, coffee, and also student societies. And also, well, the very few university provide students, international students, and campus accommodation. So from this round shape to this building are all other on-site and campus accommodation, which I'm covering more information later. So as I just mentioned about in our campus, we provide students very cutting edge facilities, and also students can join the community sports club and sports center. Also, there's more pictures about us of our facilities. I have a libraries, which is 24/7, sports center. All right. So why we're talking about university, UEL is very, very career focused, because we have a career passport scheme. And I believe every university will come to you saying, yes, we have like wonderful career services. We have wonderful career center for students to use, but also it will depend on if the students will step into the career center or not. But at UEL, career service is part of your model. Okay, it's a part of your model. Why I'm saying that? So after students are enrolled, they will have access to career zone. This is a career zone. So in career zone, students can study multiple kind of like courses they can choose by themselves. It could be like negotiation skills. It could be like project management skills, and all those skills are very required by the employer, because when we apply for a job, it's normally not only asking for your academic skills or academic background, they're also going to ask if you have like interpersonal skills, project management skills. But sometimes students can very difficult to showcase that you have these kind of skills. So that's why we generate career passport as a digital badging for prospective employer of skills mastered. And those skills students can do at UEL for free, and then apart from their academic courses. And another thing I want to emphasize is after students enrolled at UEL, they will have free access to AWS study platform, which is called AWS Cloud. So AWS Cloud is a study platform developed by Amazon. So if your students are very keen to find a job in computing and engineering or fintech, these areas, Amazon AWS certificates are very, very valuable and convincing and highly recognized in the industry. And your student can study solution architecture, DevOps engineer, AI practitioner, those certificates for free. Okay, you can simply just go doing some research. If you just study those certificates at AWS Cloud, how much you have to pay. But at UEL, those are for free. Again, why we're saying we are career focused. Most of our programs are placement guaranteed. Okay, and now I'm going to show you the top three subjects your students will be choosing. I'm just using the January starts business MBA programs, our postgraduate programs. Okay, as you can see, at first thing, our MBA is very specialized. It's not, we also have like generic MBA for business administration, but also we do have marketing, we have business analytics, we have fintech, we have project management, we have sustainable energy, we also have international business management, MSc. All these programs can be with a placement. If you choose with placement, it means it will be a 2-year program, and second year is a guaranteed placement for your students. Okay, selling points 1 for our MBA programs. It doesn't need working experience. It doesn't need background. Okay, so your student don't need to be business related background. It can be any background. It doesn't need like reference letter. It doesn't need working experience. And the IELTS is comparatively lower to other UK universities. Overall, we take IELTS 6, and our writing speaking is minimum 5.5. Okay, writing and speaking, we can take it 5.5, which is amazing, right? And selling point 3 for our MBA programs. 1 year is 18,000. If you choose to do 2 years, okay, if you choose to do 2 years, that's going to be 3,500 extra. So in total, for 2-year Central London MBA without background, without working experience requirement, without reference letter requirement, and it's guaranteed placement in Central London, it will be 21,000. But don't forget, our MBA programs got a compulsory scholarship offering to your student. So you do not need to apply for the scholarship. It will be automatically granted to your students. For MBA is 2,500, which means 1-year MBA in Central London will be 16,000. 2-year MBA with guaranteed placement is 19,000, which is very, very affordable. Still, not about like business have a placement opportunities. Our computer science, you can see artificial intelligence, computer science, information security, and digital forensic are always placement opportunities. And our engineering are all guaranteed placements for your students. So if you search the programs in our website, and if it's set like with industry placement, it means the courses can be a 2-year programs, and the second year will be a guaranteed placement for your students. So with the placement opportunities, career center, career zone, and those AWS cloud, we are very confident that our students will find a job upon their graduation. Still, you will say like this is not something you were talking about. Career center is part of the modules at UU, right? If your student choose a 2-year programs with placement, in the very first year, the very first 2 terms will be academic courses, but when it comes to the 3rd term, they will have the module delivered by Career Center. So it's part of the modules. It's not something they can choose not to go. It's a compulsory modules. And in the 3rd term, it will be the whole term to teach your student how to write CV, how to do interview, how to pass a center, how to do job hunting, approach to the employer to inquiry for the job roles. And it's gonna be part of their modules. So with the programs, extra job skills programs training, with AWS Cloud, with placement opportunities, and also with the Career Center modules to deliver it, going through the whole terms with our PG courses students, we are very confident that they can find a job in the UK. And after the postgraduate, they can apply for PSW. That will give them extra 2-year time to stay and live in the UK. Selling points, the final one, our on-site, on-campus accommodation. Let me give you a calculation. Okay, so there's 2 types of accommodation for students to for international students to choose if they come to study in the UK or in London. Okay, let's just talk about in London. So most of the university in central London, they do not have on-site accommodation. Okay, so their accommodation is either really far away, or they will suggest a student to rent out. And if they rent out, they're going to be either they rent out from the private property, or they can choose this accommodation. It's going to be like 350 to 400 every week. If they choose to study very far away from the university, but still university running accommodation, the cheapest one is 270 to 320 per week. However, at UEL, we offer you on-site accommodation, and our accommodation is in between 168 to 210. So every single week, comparing to studying somewhere else. And normally, in the UK, students need to sign the contract for 43 weeks. So in total, they will save closely 5,000 quid comparing to staying in all the universities' accommodation. Again, all other accommodation are en suite. So it means your student don't need to share bathroom. Your student don't need to share toilet with others. It's all en suite. Some pictures about it. This is our premium kitchen. So this is this is what we call East Hall, and this is what we call West Hall. And now I'm showing you East House. This is a kitchen. This is the room, enhanced room. So this is 17 square meters, and for single occupies, and you've got your own toilet, and this is 210 per week. And this is a 13 square meters one, so it's 196 per week. Per week means all bills are included. And this is studio. So studio is the most expensive one, but it's relatively small. But it's have like everything you need, like a fridge, microwave, cooking, and it's gonna be 224 per week. West House is more close to the teaching area, but comparatively smaller compared to East House. So it's from this one is from 168, but it's 10 square meters, but it's definitely good enough for single occupies. And we also have like a wheelchair accessible rooms. Unfortunately, our accommodation will not be guaranteed for international students, but we take different stages to accept the application. You need to be unconditional offer holder. You need to pay your deposit, and then you can apply for accommodation. But however, we understand some, some international students, they won't receive their final transcripts very late. So that's why we took different range of stages to take accommodation application. So you don't have to be worried about that. Deadline for the September intake, our enrollment deadline, okay, enrollment deadline is 25th October, okay, 25th October is our enrollment deadline. And if your students are from high immigration risk countries, the deadline for them to receive the CAS, okay, the deadline for them to receive the CAS is going to be 27th September. If your students from high immigration risk, but they do have like, superiority services with these applications, we can consider them the CAS deadline to 4th October or 18th October, okay, or 18th October. Easy to understand. Our deadline is very late. Our deadline is very, very late. So if you do have any cases that interested in studying with us, please to submit it to us as soon as possible. This is for architecture school, but as you can see, bachelor and foundation programs at UEL is in between 13,000 to 15,000. And all subjects at UEL, okay, all subjects at UEL, no matter it's undergraduate, postgraduate, will have compulsory scholarship, which please request it from Timothy, that you can find the scholarship information from university. But our scholarship is in between 2,000 to 3,000, depends on the subjects you're applying, but it's all compulsory and you don't have to apply for it. So of the scholarship, our undergraduate programs is roughly between 10,000 to 12,000 studying in Central London. And our postgraduate is also very, very affordable. It's between 13,000 to 17,000. And MBA is the most expensive one at University of London. But if you're a student choosing computer science or engineering, it's roughly going to be 16,000. And those programs also got scholarship for students. So as I just mentioned about, our scholarship is in between 2,000 to 3,000, depends on the subject you're applying for. So after scholarship, our postgraduate is going to be like 12,000 to 15,000 in Central London. Okay. And our MBA of the scholarship is going to be like 16,000 to 19,000, depending you want a placement or not a placement. Okay. This is my email and my WhatsApp. But if you do have any questions, you either can just kind of like request it, ask me directly or ask the colleagues from Yes Education, and because they are the key partners working with us. So let me make a summarize about UEL, why you should send a student to UEL. If your students want to find a job in the UK, which means they need placement opportunities, they need very strong career support. If your students want to study in Central London, if your students want to study a campus environment, if your students need scholarship, need very, very affordable tuition fee, as I just mentioned about, undergraduate and postgraduate are all around 10,000 to 15,000 of the scholarship. It will easily save your students roughly 5,000 to 10,000 compared to studying somewhere else in the UK or in London. Most of London University, their postgraduate is above 2,000, 20,000 now, right? So in total accommodation and tuition fee, your students roughly should save over £10,000 if they study at University of London. Again, we provide free internal English tests online to your students. We also accept very, very different English tests like PTE, like IELTS, etc. And also our entry requirement is very flexible. It's very, very flexible. Generally, we're gonna need UK 2 degree, but if you do have any students, lower than that, just send it to me, and we are happy to take it case by case. And also, we're very welcoming to do advanced entry. So if your students want to transfer to study from year 2 or year 3, we also can do that for your students. Okay, that's my presentation today. So any questions?
Yep. Any questions? Feel free to put in the Q&A. But I do have a question of my own person. I'm just actually wondering in terms of the English requirement, because I think from what I do, so some of the Southeast Asia students, let's say for those who are having trouble to meet the English requirement, especially for those their English is not the first language, what would be and is there any like pre-sessional English session that they can join before the undergrad?
Yeah. But for this September intake, the pre-sessional English courses is closed already, and because the latest pre-sessional English courses we have is 22nd July. So August we don't have like pre-sessional English courses, unfortunately. And also all other pre-sessional English courses will be online. So your student don't need visa for that. Okay, so it's gonna be online pre-sessional English courses. But again, as I mentioned about, I would say because most of your agents are very experienced already. But if you're gonna ask me to summarize the key selling points of UEL, it's gonna be London, affordable, very affordable. I don't want to use cheap, but it's very affordable. And the flexible entry requirements, it comes to the language requirement, because even for our MBA, it's IELTS 6, and we do not require, and for writing speaking, we take 5.5. So it's very suitable for some of your students, not from, like for example, Vietnam or Japan. These markets, their language isn't English isn't their first language. and they want something, just kind of like the language requirement wouldn't be that high. And also it's good about like scholarship. As I mentioned about all our courses are having compulsory scholarship. So it means we do not need you to submit the application. For example, you have to submit an application to request a scholarship. No, you just simply will receive it on the student's offer. And we do not request like reference letters, so which is very good for you to submit the application, or your student don't have to request it from their tutor or whatever. So all in all, the facility, campus, location, tuition fee, and entry requirement and placement, I would say this is a perfect package for your students.
I see. Well, thank you for information, Preston. Okay, we do have
Lovely. We
some,
got
we do have
question
some
now.
Q&A here. All right. So my student graduated with a diploma in Canada. Can she study a pre-masters at University of East London?
Yes, we do. But honey, I don't suggest you to do pre-master, because our pre-master is relatively long. Is relatively long. Not relatively, comparatively longer than our competitors. So as a friend, I wouldn't suggest you to do our pre-master, because our pre-master is 6 months. Most of the university at the moment, they do 3 months. But if you can send me her Canada diploma, I will ask to see if we can do a shorter pre-master or not. But if we only got like diploma at the moment, maybe does she have like working experience? And also it depends on like the subject she's applying for. But please send me more information about the students, what subjects she wants, and if she has like just come like working experience, and I will try my best to see if we can take in direct entry or not.
I think more depending on the work experience also as well. Is that?
Yeah.
Definitely. Okay.
Because we are very flexible. That's
Okay.
what I can say. Because
Yes.
at UO, it's not admin made the decision, it's faculty made the decision. If the course leaders think it's perfect, then they sometimes will ignore the entry requirement. That's what I can tell you. Hi, Karen. Yes, I'm based in London.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
it has been,
The Ryle sayings. To be honest, I didn't realize how bad it was until very recent. Like everyone is not talking about it, but I can assure you, London is very safe. And to be honest, I didn't sense much about it. I didn't feel much about it. But right now we just had an email sending out to our students and the staff also to ensure that to notify them, not just kind of going to very central area. Because I think the route is today and on Wednesday and in London. But to be honest, as far as you do not very active try to go saying it, you would be very, very safe. You would be very, very safe. Because London, majority of the population living in London are foreigners. Many British people living in London, they are not born in London. They might just from other cities in London. So everyone living in London, they don't feel a very strong sense of like, this is English city. This is an international city. So you don't have to be worried about if there is going to be like discrimination or it's not very safe. And also by QS, London is the best study destination abroad for international students compared to United States or Canada or Australia. And also, as I just mentioned about, if you make a calculation, what I'm just telling you, if the postgraduate is between 13,000 to 15,000, and the tuition and accommodation fee every week is in between, let's say 180, including all bills on suite, and you sign 43 weeks contract. The tuition fee, including accommodation fee, will be cheaper than going to study in Canada, United States, and Australia for sure. That's what I can guarantee you. Okay.
So actually, we do have one more question. It's in the chat. Senior here, Preston. What is the GPA requirement for the master's degree program for Thai students? I think it's mainly for Thai students who graduated.
That's
from
very good
universities in
question, and
Thailand.
I'm going to do it now. The reason I didn't show the requirement, because I understand we have like colleagues from different markets, but for Thailand, let me find it out for you. Just bear me a quick second.
No problem, no problem.
GPA 2.5 for 4 year. Okay, GPA 2.5 about for a 4 year.
GPA 2.5 for 4 years degree.
Yeah, so I think this is very low, isn't it?
I wouldn't say low. Yeah, I wouldn't say low, but it is doable.
Yeah. Trust me, I mean, I've been working at different universities before, and UEL overall, I think is a good product for your market because it's very affordable. It's in London. And so most of the students, they don't want to come to study in London because they think it's too expensive for them, right? And I admit, yes. But at UEL, we're trying to make, you know, study in London more financially possible. And also we care about if their students, if they can find a job afterwards or not. So we also provide very strong, career supports. So most of the postgraduate programs, we do have placement, guaranteed placement for them. So it's if you need anything else from me, just let me know, and I'm more than happy, just give you more information about the courses.
May I have the additional questions? Just following this question. So, how many GPA the student need to get in order to be entitled for the scholarship? Is 2.5 already entitled for the lowest scholarship, the minimum scholarship?
So the scholarship is in between 2,000 to 3,000, but it's not depends on the student background. It's a faculty, they decide how much they want to give to this subject. So maybe for architecture, they want to give architecture for 2,500. And for interior design, they only want to give like 3,000. They want to give like 1,500, 2,000 only. So it's not depends on your student's background, and you do not to apply for it. It's will automatically showing to your offer. So it's just come automatically granted to international students. So after the scholarship, and also at UEL, scholarship can be on top up with early bird payment discount. So our early payment discount is 5%. So including early payment discount and scholarship, it should be 4,000 in total payment discount. So for MBA, because the only thing I remember is for MBA students, if they study 1 year and they get after the scholarship and the early payment discount, their tuition fee is 14,000 in Central, without background, without working experience, without reference letter. It's 14,000. And they can go having, Amazon AWS, they can go and career center, this type of things. I think it's very, very affordable. At this moment in Central London, I'm not sure if any other university, their MBA is 14,000. So if your students want to have like a very affordable tuition and in Central London, this is a very good idea for them. Okay, I got another question. My student graduated diploma in hotel management in Canada. She's I think we can give it a try. We can give it a try.
Okay.
But if she only got the diploma, then we cannot waive the IELTS because Canada, in that scenarios, we still need her to take,
English test.
English test. But we can offer her like internal English test to see. But can you just send me her transcript, certificate, as well as the CV, so I can have a words with the course leader.
Okay, sure. So if for those that answered the question previous, let's say if you have any additional questions, you can actually put them in the Yes Education group chat, or then let's say it's either myself, Parfan, Russell, or any of the regional marketing manager in charge. They'll be able to assist. They'll be able to assist, and we will able to share it with Preston so he can have a double check for you. All right.
Thank you so much, and I hope thoughts for you. And please just come like believe in us. We are here to support you, no matter what you need from us. And yes, it's a pleasure to meet all of you today online, and hope one day I will meet you in person. But thanks again, and I'm looking forward to receiving more applications from you all. And if you need
Thank you,
anything, please
Preston.
reach out to my colleagues at Yes Education. Otherwise, I will just come like call it a day, and don't take much of your time.
Great. All right. Thank you everyone for
Thank
coming. Thank
you.
you, Preston. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
everyone.
Felicity.
Have a nice day.
Bye.
See you. See you.